What is up, everyone? My name is Jonathan, and today we are doing an Adobe Illustrator tutorial how to make a custom letter using shapes, some Pathfinder, direct selection tools, some gradient shadows. So if you want anything to do with that, make sure to stick around and watch the video to the end. Thank you for watching. All of my stuff is in the description below. Feel free to follow me on any of the social media that's down there. Make sure to click on a link before you leave. It really helps me out, means a lot. And what means the most is if you would like this video. If you find value in this video, make sure to subscribe before you leave. I'll be posting a video every day until Christmas, how to make a new custom shape every single day. And then on Christmas Day, all of these Illustrator files will be available to download. Thank you for watching. We're gonna get started. Alrighty, we are in Illustrator. And I just have a 1920 by 1080 document open. All of my colors are the same. We are going to start with getting rid of the stroke. We're going to change this color to something a little more pleasant to look at. Let's go with this blue. So what we could do to create this is, you could create a box, and then you could duplicate the box, duplicate the box. You could duplicate the box again, rotate the box. You could do this. This is one way you could make a B, or you can delete those and we can just start here. Let's do rounded rectangle. Actually, let's just do a regular rectangle and then I'll show you something. So now we can make a box and then, whoopsies, cancel. Click off of that box. Now we can make another box. It's a little bit bigger. And now we can take our direct selection tool and click on these corners and drag these in, give us that nice rounded edge. Click on this one, drag that in. Click on this one, drag this in. And then we can resize these so we have the size of shape that we want. This one looks a little tall. Drag that in some more. Drag this in. I feel like this needs to be dragged in some more. Oops, so if we don't select just the side, then it does that. So we can actually select both sides and drag these in at the same time. So now you're like, okay, well now what do you do? So now all you do is, to make this a little easier to see, I'm going to change the color. So now you just drag here, and we're going to round this off in just a second. So now you have that. Let's line this up, make sure this is lined up here. So you have this pink line here, probably right about there, and right about there. So now go back to your direct selection tool, click on the corner, drag this in. So now what I'm going to actually do for this moment is I'm going to click on these, and then I'm going to hit Control 2, and that way it locks the layer below. And then we're going to go back to our direct selection tool and just select these two corners. That way these get dragged in equally. That actually needs to come out just a skosh. There we go. Drag this in a little bit. So same thing with this guy. Oops, go back to your direct selection tool. Select these. Drag this in. Good to go. So now go up to Object, Unlock All. Select all these. Go over to your Pathfinder. If you do not have Pathfinder, go up to Window, go down to Pathfinder. And now we're going to click on this one, and this is Divide. And now I'm going to go to our direct selection tool, and I want to delete the centers. And now we still have our individual shapes. But now we need to ungroup these, and I actually want to move this one down some. We're going to go all the way down to like there. Drag this up some. Looks a little funny. So now what we can do is we can add a gradient. We can do lots of stuff from here. So now we're going to do that. And I'm actually going to round this top piece off a little bit just to give it a little more of a shape because it wasn't a shape before. I don't know. So now we're going to go up to our gradient. We're going to add a gradient to this one. We're going to start here. Oops, start with this blue. We can just do blue and black, or we can pick a different color. Let's do this purple color. And now we need to send this one to the back. It's below that one. We're actually going to bring this one up just a little bit so it's actually underneath this one, because you could see the line right there. So now we're going to select this one, and we're going to hit the eye tool, and now we're going to select that one as well. That way the same gradient is applied. And the only thing we're going to do now is we're going to hit Control C, Control Shift V like we did in our last video. And now we're going to change the gradient. We're just going to do white and black, and we're going to change the opacity of the white to 0. And then we're going to change the gradient so that it would appear as though there's a shadow from the shape above. Although I'm not sure how we ended up back above the other one. Send to the back. Oh wait, go back. And send backward 1. There we go. So now it kind of appears as though this shape, this one is below this one. Okay, now I'm just going to add this background. Right, send to the back, stick with this. Lock the back layer, click on this one to drag this up. Now go to your text tool, just make this a regular color. Make it like right there or so. Whoops, I have caps lock on. Your custom letter logo. Hit escape. Hold Alt Shift, click and drag that up. Go over here to properties. If you don't have properties, as always, go to Windows, drag this down, go down to properties. We're going to change the letter spacing the other way. Want these to be much closer together. Probably about there. Not sure what happened to my text color. There we go. So one way to, okay, I'll do that in a second. And then I'm just going to go in here, stylize, drop shadow, good to go there. Now what else I am going to do is I'm going to select these, hit Control C, Control Shift V again. And now I'm going to hold Alt Shift and drag up just a little bit. And now I'm going to change the fill color to black. Now I'm also going to send backward. So we can send these all the way to the back, right click, and then bring forward once. That way it'll be behind all of this, but in front of the background. And I'm going to drag it down just a little bit. Now I'm going to go up to Effect, Blur, Gaussian Blur, until your heart is content. Probably about there. And now we can change the screen, we can change the opacity down so it's not quite so abrupt. About there looks good. Click off of all of that. Perfect. Looks good to me. Send it. And that is it. Thank you for watching. If you found value in this video, please, again, I would really appreciate it if you liked this video. If you want more content like this, make sure to subscribe. All of my stuff is in the description below. Feel free to follow me on any of the social media that is down there. Make sure to click on a link before you leave. It really helps me out. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. God bless. Stay safe. And we will see you in the next one, which is actually tomorrow, which is why you should subscribe. Thanks.